welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious batch of banana oatmeal muffins. Of course, everybody knows how to make banana oatmeal muffins or banana muffins in general, but I just want to show you how I make them, a little bit of a spin on them, and to get rid of some of my old bananas. So what we'll do now, we'll get started. I'll show you the ingredients as we put them into the bowl. So what I'm going to be using is just 3 bananas that's a few days old. Now it doesn't matter if they're a little bit ripe or green, I should say, if you want to use those, but this is the best because it's sweeter, and these bananas now is probably 3, maybe 4 days old. And what I'm going to do is put them into my bowl and get them chopped. So, you know, the older they are, the better they are for making banana breads and banana muffins and you name it. But what I'm going to do now is chop them just to get it all combined. You also could use bananas that you got resting in your freezer that you just waiting to make a banana, some banana muffins. And that's all you need to do with that. So what we're going to do next, we're going to blend together a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of butter, cream that up a little, and then we'll add in our bananas. So we'll get going on that. So it could be room temperature or a little bit nooked. I always seem to put mine in the microwave last minute because I didn't have it out long enough. And then the same, put in the brown sugar. Just blend this around just until it's a little creamed. I'm going to toss in a teaspoonful of vanilla. I'll mix that around. And then I'm going to be adding in my chopped bananas. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is just mix this in a little, and then I'm going to be putting 2 eggs, and what I'm going to do is break them first into a separate bowl, and then I'm going to toss them in here. I'm going to crack 2 eggs into a separate bowl like this, and I'll take out that piece of shell. And anytime you got shells in your in with eggs, use the shell to take it out. It's easy. Somehow shells like shells, so, and then you don't have to put your finger into the bowl. So just mix this around lightly, and now I'm going to toss it in with our bananas and creamed butter. So pretty much all you're going to do is start creaming your egg in with your banana and butter, brown sugar and vanilla until it gets like this. And next we're going to start sifting in our dry ingredients. So what I'm going to be using is 2 cups of white flour, but you can use flour of choice. Just toss that on in. 1 teaspoonful of baking soda and 1 teaspoonful of baking powder. So pretty much all I'm going to do now is sift this in to our wet ingredients. So after you've tossed that on in, put that to the side, and we're going to fold this in together. So after you've put that in there and you're folding it around, then comes my secret ingredient that I like to add into my muffins and into my banana loaf is a 1/2 cup of orange juice. So just mix that on in there like that. Just look at the color. See how it just automatically just gives it that nice golden look. And then what I'm going to put in is a 1/2 cup. At this point here now, this is your sweet stage where you can add in whatever you like. Right now, I'm going to add in a 1/2 cup of oatmeal. And I'm going to be putting in some crushed pecans. If you don't want to put any nuts or anything in it, you could put blueberries, you could put raisins, you could put cherries. It doesn't matter. This is your banana muffins. And for me today, I just want to add in some pecans. So stir that on in there. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Now I love adding blueberries into any of my muffin recipes, but I also like adding in different nuts. I love pecans, I love walnuts. But right now, this is all I'm going to add into this. We're going to put it in our pre-greased muffin pan. I'm using a silicone pan, and I'm going to be putting it on a base so that it don't get too flimsy. So let's get scooping that into our muffin pan. So you could use a liner if you want to put a liner on your muffin pans, or you can just use just the butter or oil. Now sometimes I don't even have to grease this pan because it just pops right out. So I'm just going to fill these up here now, and I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so after you've put equal amount of dough in each pan, now we're going to get them ready for the oven. So what I'm going to do now is just put some pecans on the top of my unbaked muffins. And again, you can put a little bit of granola over the top. You can put berries. I always like that little bit of decorative on the top. It looks good. So what we're going to do, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to put the muffins in there from anywhere from 35 minutes to 45 minutes, and depending on your oven. Then when your buzzer goes off, you can touch your muffin. If it's a nice and bouncy, they're done. Or you can poke them with a knife or a toothpick. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get these in the oven, or I'll leave them right here on my counter for a few minutes, because I got some already baked that I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, so I'm excited to show you what these delicious banana oatmeal muffins look like. Okay, these are so tender. Just look at them on the inside. The steam is still coming out of these because I just took them out of the oven. And now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of butter over the top and have a little taste. Okay, I'm excited to have a little taste now, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. The banana, of course, is bursting through there. It tastes my pecans, even though that's not in on this. And having that texture, absolutely delicious. And if you're interested and just as excited to make our version of these banana oatmeal muffins, the recipe is going to be posted down under this video here on YouTube, and the subscribe button is going to be there. So if you haven't already done so, we'd love for you to subscribe. You can also visit us on our web page. I will share the link, www.bonitaskitchen.com. Visit us on Facebook, and you can leave us a message on either one of those sites. So again, I hope you're excited about this episode of Banana Oatmeal Muffins, from our kitchen to yours. Thank you for joining us once again, and you have a wonderful day. If you're visiting Newfoundland and Labrador, don't forget to check out the beautiful town of Victoria and visit us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.